everyone, it's Roque Wanderer and welcome back to my channel. Kung first time mo sa channel kong ito, maaari mong isubscribe at i-click ang notification bell para ma-notify ka sa mga next videos ko. Ang programang inyong mapapanood ay bate po lamang sa aking pananaliksik. Ito ay hindi nagsusulong ng karahasan at anumang ikasisira ng komunidad. Maiging makinig, unawain, intindihin at panoorin ang buong video. The Bureau of Internal Revenue issues a Revenue Memorandum Circular Number 60/2020 requiring those into digital transactions, such as online sellers, to register and declare their past transactions subject to pertinent taxes on or before July 31. This circular is issued to give due notice to all persons doing business and earning income in any matter or form, specifically those who are into digital transactions through the use of any electronic platforms and media and other digital means, to ensure that their businesses are registered pursuant to the provisions of Section 236 of the Tax Code as amended and that they are tax compliant. This shall include not only partner sellers, merchants, but also other stakeholders involved such as the payment gateways, delivery channels, internet service providers, and other facilitators. Highlights of this circular number are: all persons doing business and earning income in any manner, especially those into digital transactions, should be compliant with the tax code. Number 1, should be registered with the BIR. Number 2, should issue proper receipts or invoices. Number 3, should keep books of accounts. Number 4, should file and pay tax returns on time. If you register before July 31, 2020, there will be no penalty imposed for the late registration and late filing for past transactions. Senator Risa Hontiveros speaks on Thursday as she urged the government to collect first the unpaid taxes of Philippine offshore gaming operators or PUGOs. Hontiveros said that we need to collect first the unpaid taxes worth 50 billion pesos from PUGO before we do it to our online sellers and freelancers. Online sales boomed amid the pandemic when several establishments including malls and restaurants as well as mass transportation are operating in limited capacities. Last month, Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III said the government is looking at proposals to impose taxes on online sales and streaming services. The PUGOs, meanwhile, were allowed to partially reopen in May. Ahead of other local industries in the country, Hontiveros said the government should prioritize the welfare of Filipinos. Bakit ba ang luwag natin sa PUGO pero ang lupit sa mga Pilipino? Kahit na may 50 billion pesos unpaid taxes sila, at kahit na di essential, pinayagan na ring mag-operate sa ilalim ng ECQ, mayroon din silang mass testing at tayo wala, she said. Responding to Hontiveros' claims, Presidential Spokesperson Roque said the government has been collecting unpaid taxes of PUGOs. Sinisingil po natin Senator Hontiveros, hindi po natin sila pinapalusot, hindi po sila po pwedeng magbukas hanggat hindi sila nagbabayad ng kanilang mga buwis, he said in a televised briefing. Roque also said the government is tapping all sources of funds in order to support the needs of Filipinos affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Senator Joel Villanueva on Thursday said the government should change course on its plan to tax online sellers, as he stressed that these entrepreneurs who have maximized the online space are trying to cope with the adverse impacts of COVID-19. Pasalamat po tayo at likas na madiskarte ang ating mga kababayan. Hindi na nga po natin nabigyan ng tulong ang karamihan, bubuwisan pa natin yung mga nais maghanap buhay ng marangal, Villanueva said in a statement. While acknowledging that the government needs to collect more revenues, the chair of the Senate Committee on Labor said that the Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR should go after the big fish, not the small fry. Alam po natin na kailangan ng ating gobyerno na kumolekta ng buwis. Unahin po natin yung mga napatunayan ng atrasado sa pagbabayad ng buwis. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin nababayaran ng mga PUGO or Philippine offshore gaming operators ang utang nito na 50 billion pesos na buwis sa atin. Sila ang dapat tinututukan ng BIR, Villanueva said. He further underscored that 2 weeks after the agency released a May 7 memorandum ordering the PUGOs to settle their unpaid taxes before they can be allowed to resume operations, BIR Deputy Commissioner Arnel Gubalya reportedly said that no PUGO firms or service providers have come forward yet. Ang dami ng pagkakataon ang ibinibigay ng gobyerno sa mga PUGO para ituwid ang kanilang operasyon. Malinaw po na winawaldas lang nila itong pagkakataon, Villanueva said. Ganitong pagkakataon po dapat ang ibinibigay rin natin sa mga mamamayan natin, lalo na sa mga online sellers na nakikipagsapalaran ngayon, he added. Senator Francis Pangilinan said that this is not the right time to place more burden on Filipinos' shoulders. Now is the time to give them relief and support, he said. While agreeing that taxing online sellers is ill-timed, Senator Sonny Angara, on the other hand, said these dues are well within the law. The timing is not the best given the difficulties experienced by our countrymen, but these are not new taxes, but just collection of taxes due under existing laws, said Angara, chair of the Senate Committee on Finance. So if you ask the seller who has a store, he will say, it is only fair to have a level playing field since the seller pays the transaction taxes due. It should have been done earlier, really, he added. Senator Imee Marcos, chair of the Senate Committee on Economic Affairs, also shared the same sentiment. She said that while e-businesses can be regulated and taxed by requiring them to secure a compliance trust mark from a third party, the measure will have to be deferred in the meantime. The timing is not right. Let's give time for the underground economy to flourish and help jumpstart the country's economy. Else, they will have to continue to depend on government subsidy. 2 or 3 years maybe, Marcos said. Presidential spokesperson Roque nonetheless said online sellers with net income of less than 250,000 a year do not need to pay taxes. Thank you for watching, Kabroha. Please like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be updated on my latest videos. Bye!